Hi.
Yeah. Hello. Able to hear me?
Hello? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Finally, we came online.
Uh, After 40 minutes. Right?
Yeah. Don't be
Okay.
stressful. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. People
Yeah.
understand it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's absolutely normal. We'll just wait for 2, 3 minutes to let people join in.
Okay.
So I'll just message
I'm a,
everybody that, yeah.
yeah. I'm audible and I'm visible, right?
Yes, yes, you're audible and visible.
Okay. Yeah.
You just look little tense. Just like wash it off. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
time.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can add your humor into this situation. That will motivate you for a minute.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just wait for one more minute.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, finally. Okay, so we'll start.
Okay. Yeah.
So let others
So
join in.
yes. Yes. So
So
how
I'll
long should the meeting would be 1 hour long or like should I cut it down to half
no,
an
it
hour since
will
it's
just
already 6:40?
get a like 40 minutes for 30.
Perfect. Perfect. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to the curious second episode of Unspoken Experiences by Curious Insight. And today we have with us Kanan. Kanan Varapu. Sorry for the name. So, what makes
Yeah.
Kanan extraordinary is that he's just a normal student like us, like we have been all. Like what the challenges and difficulties that we all guys face. He has faced the same kind of difficulties. But what makes him extraordinary or different is the kind of approach or attitude that he had fairly throughout this journey. So let's learn and get a lot of insight from his journey. So without any wait, let's start with the Kanan. Hi Kanan.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Hi.
Hello, how are
Hello,
you?
everyone. Yeah, I'm really good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm also good. So we'll just start with the
Yeah.
story of yours. So let's start with your childhood. How was it? How were you as a child, as a
Yeah, yeah,
student?
sure. Yes, yes, sure, sure. So, hi everyone. This is Kanan. So, currently I'm completing my BTech and currently working in a company like for the past 3 months. So,
Yes.
coming to my story. So, yeah, everyone has a story, right? So, everyone has
Yes.
a story and everyone is a hero or a heroine in their story. So mine also is something kind of a typical movie type of scenario, like a different story. Like everyone has a story. So here I am to just give a small insight, like a small crunch of my life story as a small
Yes.
small sort of story. Okay, so coming to my childhood, I'm a single child. Like I'm the only child, and my childhood has been like it's been like really good. Like I at times, it was the only me. Like I come from a middle class family, so it's only me in the home. Like I do have my grandparents down there looking after, but in my home upstairs, I is the only me. It's only me staying in there. So during my childhood, like I had like various thoughts coming creeping in my mind. Like at times I would be so alone, and I would be like really difficult. I've been addicted to movies in my childhood itself, and I got this this fix at a
Yeah,
very
I really can
tender
see.
age. Yeah, at a very tender age, at around like three, like the third standard itself, I got my specs, and I've been watching movies, binging shows. Like it's been like I just stick to the TV as soon as I come from my school, and it's been an addiction since then. And since like my childhood was like it was really good. Like even though I was watching TVs, watching movies, and everything was there, but yeah, I was performing well in my academics. I was having single rank, like single digit rank, and it's been like a cakewalk for me. So it's like so many friends in the school and so many friends over there, and it's been really good. So yeah, so that was a small crunch of my childhood, like from LKG to 10th. So it's been a cakewalk, like a good amount of friends. Apart from this one single addiction of movies, apart from that,
Yeah.
I've been like it's been really good. Like I've got good grades. I've performed well. I've got like good, people were praising me out. Like my teachers were all saying, "Yeah, acha hua." Like so you
Mhm.
are doing good, doing great, doing good, everything.
So just
So
like a normal childhood, a performer
exactly,
student, but just addicted to TV and movies. Other than everything was fine.
exactly,
Yeah.
everything was fine. I
So
just for the time. Yeah.
when exactly the story of your hits the normal challenge that people get in your life, like when did
So
that
yeah,
started?
so that actually started post my schooling.
Yeah, after
Uh, you
10th?
know, yeah, after 10th exactly. As it goes, like any child down there, he's being beat like he's from CBSE or a state board or something. I'm from
Yes.
CBSE, so getting a 9.8 GPA or a 10 GPA. So like everyone thinks कि यार ये IT पे चलेगा. ये he'll be doing engineering. ऐसे ही मेरी story भी था. But here the story was like I've had like my initial interest in IIT. So I've been like I wanted to do an engineering and particularly IIT पे करना था. ये मेरा भी focus था. तो पहले
Yeah.
9 10 से ही था. तो yeah, 9.8 आ गया तो सारे like everyone will be starting. Family से भी expectations आ जाता है. Not only like my parents, the relatives also start
Yeah,
expecting यार
relatives,
9.
extended families. Yeah, right.
Exactly. So they be also starting, अरे 9.8 आया, अरे 10 GPA आया, अरे ये तो करेगा, he'll be going into IITs, he'll be going to NITs. So मेरे like I was happy, I was glad because they were thinking they were expecting me going to IIT, and I also had this this thing कि यार मुझे IIT भी जाना है. So to be frank, आप अगर if you've seen some Spider-Man series or some other series like some of the English movies maybe, so any other investigation movies in that case, so there'll be a wall, right, wherein like they'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
punch marking all the map में अच्छा इधर ये है तो ये एक road map जैसा. So during my 9th and 10th, I just start beginning की list of IITs क्या है, ये IITs पे जाना है, list of NITs क्या है, इस कौन सी IITs ओल्ड IITs पे किसके लिए कौन सी रैंक आना चाहिए, list of inspirations,
Wow.
list of motivations, and a whole big board of IIT down there on my wall. So that was all present on my. So this is my study
So you
table. I just
actually
study
planned everything, like your future, like
exactly.
how is it from
Yeah.
beginning to middle and end, who's gonna with
4 साल
you,
आगे 4 साल
where.
में कैसे होगा, the coming 4 years where I'm gonna stay, how I'm gonna stay, like which branch, everything, like not the branch, at least
A
for the
perfect
IITs
plan
or
you
the streams.
had.
Yeah, for the first, like for the coming 2 3 years, I had a plan कि क्या करना है. See, this was giving
Yeah.
my table, and just I lift my head like this, I see the IIT का word over there, just like to
Yeah.
motivate me enough. So things actually don't go as we plan, right? So that's life.
Yeah.
I actually feel. So I just started, and intermediate, like I come from AP Telangana, so I'm from AP Telangana, like I'm from the AP Visakhapatnam. So we have like intermediate, just say intermediate, not plus one plus two as in the case of CBSE. So just after my 10th, I just joined, like we have some two famous institutions over here at Vizag. So I joined my institute, my coaching institute, like the intermediate parallelly, so with the JEE mains preparation. So initial days, it was really good. It was really good. Like we had some boot camps, we had some training materials, etc., to do work on, and we had some weekly assessments and weekly tests. Initially, I was performing well, and it wasn't that hard for me. I was able to
Hmm.
follow the class. I was able to do class test में top 10 में आ रहा था. Okay, पहले भी like first से लेकर 10 तक भी top 10 में आ रहा था, top 10 ranks में आ रहा था. इसमें भी पहले दो
Yeah.
हफ्ते में 10 ranks में आ रहा था. Everything was chill. Okay, I was thinking like chill macha, everything is going good. I can go forward. I can do it. I'll be able to do it. That was my that was my initial intention.
Yeah.
So post that, after 2 weeks, then came the actual bomber. So slowly my rank actually dropped from top 10 to it went to top 20. I was like, okay, I need to concentrate more. I just
Oh.
concentrated more, and then slowly, as time passed by, I just came to the last bottom 10, bottom 5, and that was
Okay, so
so
you were in the like
traumatizing.
in the initial phase you were in a top 10, then suddenly top 20, and then directly you jumped on to like last 10.
Yeah, just within 2 weeks, it's just like CSK ka matches, like all in, like
Yeah.
they're just going to the playoffs every single year, and just in this one year they just dropped it, and everything the totals are totally less, all like just going, and just jumped by.
Yeah.
So it's just like the CSK ka playoffs ka matches over the years. So I didn't understand anything. So it was just traumatizing for me. I was not able to digest it initially. I was not prepared
Yeah.
for it, basically, because being a child from since my childhood, seeing all ups only, like not I've seen couple of downs, but not as severe as this. So I've seen I was like, अरे अच्छा मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, अच्छा चल रहा है, पढ़ रहा हूँ, अच्छा ही चल रहा है. जो कुछ भी किया, like chill मारा, टीवी देखा, I've seen TV, whatever it is, I'm doing well
Hmm.
with my grades. So post this thing, it was like so it was. I just couldn't digest it for the first week. I thought, okay, first week it was just one week, right? So
Yeah.
let's try it for the next week. Then I started the second week, and second week जैसे ही start किया, the next week also it's the same result. And I couldn't understand. अरे यार क्या हो रहा है? This was my reaction. And then the next week
Yeah.
goes on, it's the same. And then it goes, it's the same. And like top, bottom three, bottom. I was the last. I was the last in the class during my intermediate. From top 10 during my first to 10, and bottom, last most, last rank, or the above rank, or the above rank. I was the thing.
Yeah.
And to my yeah, like for all the people down there, it was like who I was watching, it's like it continued for the whole 2 years. The whole 2 years of my
Oh.
intermediate journey, my JEE mains ka rank was during the weekly test. It was only the bottom five. I just couldn't balance at that point of time because at times, to be frank, I've cried every single week. I've cried every single. I
Oh.
felt bad every single week. Like after a couple of weeks, it's been such a thing. Like I just got
Hmm.
used to it. I couldn't just bear it up or just couldn't cope it up because I didn't know
So
because
you had
I'm
like any self-doubt, like what is happening with
yeah
me?
exactly because
Self-esteem issues.
exactly. A lot of self-esteem issues. So at that point of time, till 10th, everyone was like, yeah, Kanan, he studies well. He's an intelligent guy. Kanan, he studies well. And every people used to come and ask me doubts. ऐसा था 9th, 10th पे. तो
Yeah.
intermediate में देखेंगे तो, अरे Kanan, he doesn't study well, right? He is down there. Like last time किसका है? People started, showing gratitude towards me. I just couldn't bear it up. From there to here, I just couldn't understand. Okay, what's happening? Am I really like not understanding or I'm really not studying? But on the other hand, I was studying so hard. I've given my 100%. मतलब जितना तक मेरा maturity था,
Hmm.
how matured I was at that point, I was giving my 100%. And I was like I was giving my 100%, but I didn't understand why I'm not getting, why I'm not getting. So it
Yeah.
was
Right.
like then it just bet my self confidence a lot. Like during the first year, coming to the first year results. Okay,
Hmm.
so first year, like we had to give this the board exams, state board exams.
Hmm.
So I've given my exams at that point of
Yeah.
times, and like I was okay. So I've given my preparation, and as other people जैसा ही किया था, they've given their preparations, and on the results day, I was expecting some percentage. I was expecting okay, इतना में आएगा करके. And to my shock, till ninth ऐसा कुछ था 90-95% पे था. पूरा इंटरमीडिएट में ऐसा गिरेगा कि एकदम पूरा 70-65% पे चला गया था, 70% पे चला गया था. And being that's the
The gap
easiest
was
exam.
like downfall.
Yeah, it was like this, and suddenly it was just came down like this thing. I didn't
So did you
understand
feel
what's
like your
happening.
life is changing suddenly? Life has changed
Exactly.
suddenly.
So it was so traumatizing. Like my day started at 8 a.m. in the morning and it ended at 8 p.m. in the morning in the college itself. I used to come home by 9:30, and I didn't know I didn't had time to figure out what's happening. I was like not even understanding what's happening with my life. I'm just going with the flow. ऐसा था. I
Yeah.
was just going with the flow. So it was like it hit my self-esteem. It hit my mental the confidence, like the confidence basically the esteem itself is the same confidence. It hit my confidence and मतलब जो कुछ भी करने के लिए I just doubted myself. But like what's happening? And
Hmm.
so the actual thing I'll just say you मतलब क्या हुआ था I'll just say. So first year में after the exams I was expecting some result and the output came out to be something else.
Oh,
And
so
I
the
was deeply hurt.
expectations.
Yeah, my expectations they didn't reach my expectations. And to my on the contrary, all my
Hmm.
people in my class they performed above average, and it's me only below who performed below average. It's me and a couple of them. Apart from them,
Yes.
because I study a lot, I know I study a lot, but even though I'm studying, I'm not getting the result. ऐसा था कि काम कर रहा हूँ, I was working hard, but I was not getting paid for it. So I've been this self motivated guy, like reading so many books. Hard work pays off. मोटिवेशन
Hmm.
संदीप माहेश्वरी का वीडियोस देख
Yeah.
लिया या कुछ भी है लाइक आई सीन कपल ऑफ वीडियोस एंड अरे हार्ड वर्क pays off. I was having this part in my mind, but at the end, what's happening? I just didn't understand what's happening. So I was like, okay. I was like, chalo, okay. No, I didn't get the result which I expected. And on the contrary, all my peers got above average. Above average marks and like 90%, 85 ऐसा आया था. मेरा ऐसे था बिल्कुल like 75% पे चला गया था, and that's really low because during our time JEE में they calculated this thing. So hello, yeah, they
Hello.
calculated. Yeah, hello, able to hear me?
Yeah, my videos is like
Yeah.
looking me stuck. Is it?
Yeah, I'm not able to see your video actually, but yeah, but I'm
Okay,
able to hear
okay,
you. Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
continue. So ऐसा था
let's
तो
continue.
yeah. So I just didn't understand what to do. So at that point of time, I felt really bad, and I just had many intentions in my mind, many thoughts running in my mind parallelly. Okay, क्या हो रहा है मेरा life से क्या हो रहा है? I was just like at that point of time, 17 to 16, 17 years of age, and I was like, okay, क्या हो रहा है? Then came this thought. Okay, let me go forward, and I just so usually our classes start at 8 a.m. in the morning. They end at 8 p.m. in the morning. 12 hours ka class.
Yes.
Intermediate was like that. So we
Hmm.
had 1 month of break. We had this chance of giving a betterment exam देने का मौका था. So we
Yes.
can improve our scores. So I thought this would be a challenge. This would be a chance for me to prove myself or something. So
So
then,
the it's like a kind of a opportunity you got to like prove
yeah,
yourself or do
yeah,
something better in yourself.
exactly. I just didn't wanted that. People started showing me this sort of. Matlab, gratitude is okay for still such an extent, but
Sympathy
you
kind of.
know, yeah, sympathy. Exactly. I didn't get the word. Sorry. इतना sympathy देखने शो करने लग गया कि यार बेचारा क्या हो रहा है इसका जिंदगी में. So I was like, भाई, I'm really studying well, and people are like, भाई पढ़ो पढ़ो करके, भाई, I'm reading this much, I can explain you everything, but I don't know why I'm not getting marks. तो ऐसा था मेरा situation. Then I was like, chalo, like I had to prove myself. So we had 1 month of holidays actually at that point of time. So
Hmm.
at that time, so we had betterment after 1 month. So I then, I sort of kind of, an action plan, a small action plan. So 1 month may I made myself, I said my mother, I'm going to go to the college because the one single reason was if I stay in home, there'll be something in the home, either the TV, television, be it the phone. We had like smartphone generation coming up at that spot of time. So I had a
Yeah.
smartphone. So I'll be either in the Facebook or I'll be just watching something and just waste my time.
So you
So
just
I
made
just
sure
had
that the distractions, whatever you
wasn't
had,
there, wasn't
yeah,
there near me.
won't. Yeah, good, good.
Exactly. So, that was the cue point. So if I am staying in my home and just like if I'm laying in my bed, I never get this
Hmm.
mood of thinking to study or something. So, it was always the college wherein like I was studying for 24/7. So I thought, ki, let me not go, why not go to the college itself? Because that atmosphere there, like, when we go to the library, automatically ऐसा mood आ जाता है कि चलो पढ़ते हैं करके. So I
Yeah.
just thought ki chalo, I just asked my mother, I just decided ki, mother, I'm gonna uh, go to the college for this 24 days, like for this 1 month, and I'm gonna study there only. You just prepare me the lunch. Even it was a holiday and no one was there in the college. It was me and the watchman guy and some other staff who were like just the cleaning staff or some other
So you
people.
studied alone in the college. There was like
Yeah, it
no
was
friends, nothing,
no
nothing.
friends, nothing was. Because no one was there to write their betterment. Most of them were like actually having an above average mark. So it was me. He was giving all the papers again. All the papers. I was the only person who was giving all the papers again. So then, I just can't believe it. Like, it's just like 1 month. I just put like 1, 2, 3 karke. I just wrote strips of paper and I attached it
Hmm.
down there. I was just crossing. Okay, एक दिन हो गया. Okay, 2 दिन हो गया. अभी इतना दिन बाकी है. इतना दिन हो गया करके. And
Again,
then
you
I've
made a
stayed.
plan.
Yeah, like how many days were left. I just made chits and just used to pair them up or just cross them out. Ki, okay, I have these many days left. And I've actually planned them. Ki, okay, I have like 5 subjects to be written. And each के लिए कितना दिन देना है इसके लिए 4 दिन नहीं इसके लिए 2 दिन काफी है इसके लिए 5 दिन I've divided math 1A 1B physics chemistry maths like I've just divided what all days to be given so then I just started planning and I just went to college with the same plan. It was just me, the watchman wala uncle, and some not like just the functional staff, and the whole classroom was empty. It was me, the table, and the light and chair who were there from morning to end. Okay, believe it or not. And it's been continuing for 30 whole days. For 30 days,
Wow.
I've been going to 8 a.m. in the morning. I just returned home by 8:30 or 9 in the night. So it was one
So
whole day. Yeah.
for
So
30 days, you were consistent going to the college, studying more
yes,
than 12 hours a day, all
yes,
alone,
exactly.
having no one in the
All alone.
college.
No
Okay,
one in the
that's
college, and
amazing. That's
so
amazing.
that pain, that pain which you get from people showing you that level of sympathy which you never saw, and that pain
Yeah.
which you have expected, itna mark aayega, and you got it so less. That pain, like that's like the fuel for me. That was the fuel at that point of time, because I was never that kid and I didn't want it to be, because I was studying also, but I was not getting the result. I didn't had anything in my hand except time and hard work to do. So I
Yes.
just put this thing and I just made it a point. So it was from morning, and yeah, at that point of time, this was the realization one which I had, that actually I didn't understand what was being taught in the class. It was way ahead.
Oh,
So that was the realization which I had, because when I was studying, मेरे को ऐसा पता चला कि मैथ का बुक लिया, तो एक एक प्रॉब्लम का इनिशियल इंट्रोडक्शन पढ़ लिया, फिर जाके एक एग्जाम्पल कर लिया, फिर जाके एक्सरसाइज प्रॉब्लम अपने से ट्राई किया. दिस वाज माय फंडा, दिस वाज माय डूइंग.
hmm. Yeah.
And when I was doing those, I was able to understand कि okay, उस दिन क्लास में ये पढ़ाया था, and I didn't even remember it. Okay, so it was ऐसा था कि I was body present, mind absent. So and
Ah.
the worst part was that I didn't even understand कि मेरे से ऐसा हो रहा करके. Like my body was present, but mind was absent. I was not concentrated in the class, but I was just thinking. I was concentrating. I was just listening. I made neatly notes सब कुछ लिख लिया था, but nothing was going inside. It was just like ऐसा जा रहा था, ऐसा चला रहा था. So that was what my realization at that point of time, and I just started reading everything. So I just 4 days के लिए मैथ उस दिन के लिए पूरा like एक महीने में I was just prepared for the whole for the whole 5 subjects, just gonna give it again the second time.
Hmm.
So then the D-Day came. I've given my exams, and after that we had our results also. So results में I was expecting, to be frank, I was expecting 90. Okay, so it turned out to be 85. That was not an issue. So okay, it was better.
Yeah.
75 से लेकर 85 आया
At
था. I
least
was
you
happy.
reached.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy that I'm not wrong. I'm improving. Maybe I needed some more push also. I didn't know how much, but
Yeah.
I needed some more push. But 85 was really good. Like not that good, but I was happy. It was better than previous. So,
Yeah.
but what that taught me was, no one during my first year of intermediate, I taught myself physics. I taught myself chemistry. I taught myself math. So it
Oh
was
my
no
God.
tuition master, it was no mentor, it was no one down there. So it was me alone who was teaching me what's maths, what's physics, what's chemistry. I was just like there, reading, writing, learning, unlearning, like doing the same thing for like 30 days. And that sort of actually gave me this confidence कि भाई कर सकता हूँ. I can do it. I can do this
Yes.
thing. Like, I will be able to do whenever given a specific task, I'll be able to do it. And I was like pretty sure on it. So that actually developed those 30 days, maybe that actually developed a kind of self-confidence, and everything was different quite after that. So post that, my second year also started, and I was giving my weekly exams, but because at that point of time, first year concepts was too much more for like JE advanced and JE mains ka paper ke liye. My
I'm just
weekly
sorry,
results were
Kanan.
yes, yes.
Your video is like completely blurry to me. Like, is it to our audiences as well? Like, are we visible to you guys? If anyone can mention in the comment.
Oh, is it so? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just confirm with people that we are visible or not.
Okay, yeah.
Just anybody can tell us that are we visible to you? I think we are. Okay, so let's
Okay.
continue with the story.
Okay, yes. So post that my second year started. Even though my JEE main ka result was not going up, So I was just going. I was having this one single thought in my mind: ki hope. Hope was never going out of my mind. So there was this story where like the king always mentioned like this too shall
Oh,
pass. This phase of life, this too shall pass. So I was having this hope in my
yes.
mind: ki okay, this is a phase in life, so this is also past. Like time is what which is actually the teacher. Time is the teacher. Time will heal everything, they say, right? So I was just waiting for the time, and I was just having hope in my mind that yeah, let me take some more time, and something is gonna happen, and it will be better. So let me do my work and leave the rest to God. And I just believe in God, and I was just doing my best. I was giving my best, and even though the result wasn't seeming better, but I know मतलब कितना developed किया, how much I am developed in that case at least. So what all traits or what all jnana I was getting, what all this life ka lessons I was learning at that point of time, I was getting it. So post that the second year ka exams came in. When the
So
second year
hope
ka
is
board
the thing
exams
that
came
you
in,
continue having with yourself, like throughout this journey.
exactly. Throughout the journey, even though I was getting least scores in the class, there were times at times I was crying. I was just came home crying every single week. ऐसा phobia हो जाता था. Whenever there was this the grade sheet coming in, right? The report of the weekly assessment report used to come during
Yeah.
Monday. Saturday was our JE mains and Sunday was our JE advanced. And Monday or Tuesday was the result sheet. The computer ma'am used to come knock on the door, and she used to come with this paper. And I was like, "Bhai, kya ho gaya?" And there will be a small someone hammering with my heart, like itna धीरे चल जाता था. मतलब I would fear so lot, like I know I will not be in the top 10 or top 20. It will be like
Hmm.
पेपर को ऐसा रिवर्स करना था, फिर लाके लास्ट पे देखना है कौन है करके. उधर I can find my name. I'm damn sure of it, and I just didn't want it that results is any more or something. So ऐसा था मेरा situation. But I just kept going on. I just understood. Okay, I was not understanding what was being taught in the class, so I gave my self prep. जितना कुछ भी कर सकता था अपने के लिए, how much ever I could do it for my own self, I was just doing it. So even though the results were not good, I'm just knowing ki, okay, I'm improving. At least I know this much. I know this much in this part. I know this much in this part. So I was going forward in a similar manner. Then the
Hmm.
second year ka board exams came in. Then I just, first year ka board exams ka experience was already there with me. So this time I've prepared well and I've done it, and I got like 95%, around 95% overall completely.
That's great,
So I was
yeah.
happy. So with the first attempt, I was able to clear it, and there was not no second thought of giving a second attempt, because at that time only we had this JE mains, we had SRM, we had VIT, we had Amrita, all sorts of exams. So there was this thought in my previously in my mind ki no second attempt, only first attempt. Jitna hai utna aayega. Will just give my best. So previous experience was helpful over here. I did it and I was able to crack it. This was the first time wherein my prediction went hand in hand with my results. Okay, after 2 long years. So
Wow.
so
For
after
too
this
long,
thing,
you're dedicated and you're hopeful that you can achieve
yeah,
this.
hopeful. Yeah, after in spite of even getting least grades in the class, I was hopeful कि मतलब I know मतलब मैंने इस जो कुछ भी टॉपिक है, अगर मास का फिजिक्स में मास डायमेंशन लाइक थर्मोडायनेमिक्स ले लेते हैं, इसमें कुछ को पता है. केमिस्ट्री में
Hmm.
मोल कॉन्सेप्ट ले लेते हैं, आई न्यू समथिंग अबाउट इट. आई माइट नॉट बी द at the top level, but I'm somewhere at the beach में, but I'm able to do it. इतना था.
You're
I
confident
was
about
confident
yourself.
about.
कि whatever I know it.
I know it. I know it exactly. So that was my thought, and I was having this hope कि यार मैं कुछ होऊंगा. Like I'll be someone better only. I'll not stand down there. I know what I'm gonna. It'll it's just a matter of time and some sort of patience and perseverance at that point of time. Any student in that case, अभी के लिए फिलहाल थोड़ा change हुआ system, but any student in that phase, JE if is preparing for it, after 10, those 2 years are really important.
Yeah.
That mental balance is really important at that point of time. See, like we hear like every single day na quota pe, Rajasthan quota pe kitna suicides hota hai, and like it's
Yeah,
just the
right.
mental balance. See, like I had like several thoughts at that point of time, but nothing got into my mind, because it was just by God's grace I was just having this single thought ki hope. Nay, I'm not gonna stop it over here. I'm gonna grow something. Like I'm going to be different. This is just a phase of life. After some time, it will go. Automatically, it will go. I was just having this only single hope, and I was praying to God every single day. And during my prayers, I was having this hope that I'll be something better and I'll be doing it great. This was my only thought at that point of time. So after second year results came, like second year after the board exams went on. So it was my mother. She was back of me. Why like करना तुझे like एक ही subject एक ही JEE means से नहीं होना देगा. Like you have to give SRM, you have to give EIT, you have to give Amrita, you have to give Manipal, you have to give what not. I gave MSET everything. I've given like a couple of exams. It's just like 5 to 10k, 5k to 10k bucks. It was only just went for the admission fees of the exams. So I've given a couple of exams. I got all the results. So after filtering, I just got like SRM is something which is suiting me. You know, I got a better rank over here, and I was getting a good scholarship also over here at SRM. So it's like, okay, so let me go for it. And I had a second thought in my mind, okay, you know, as I mentioned initially, you know, I had a board. I had a whole board of things wherein like IITs का था, NITs का नाम था, कौन सी IIT पे जाना है, अगर IIT पे नहीं हो तो कौन सी NIT पे जाना है, top NITs क्या है, old NITs क्या है, old IITs. So I was thinking for a while, okay, is this all vain? Is this all waste what I did? I just gave it a second thought. Okay, shall I take a long term? Like, shall I stay for one more year back and, you know, learn and do it again? So then I just asked my mother, said my thought to my mother, because she knew she was the one. Like, yeah, on the other hand, my mother was my mentor at that point of time. She was always there back of me, you know, pushing me. Kanna, tujhse hoga. You don't know. I know now. You like, she was one single person down there who was always back of me. She was like, she had the confidence which I didn't have in myself. Okay. She was like, Macha, like, Kanna, I know about yourself. I know about yourself. You don't worry. You'll do really great. I have the confidence. You're really intelligent. You'll do it. So she was always there back of me, pushing all the time. So she was my, you know, confidence booster. So she was my mentor at that point of time. And during my 9th, 10th, there were some teachers for me. And during my plus 1, plus 2, during my intermediate days, my mother was always there back of me and asking me, you can do it, you can do it. Some, you know, one single person to push you. Yeah. I'm just here, like, I'm just stagnating. Then she was like, go, you can do it. So that was the thing. So it's like, okay. So my mother said like, okay, I'm going to give it. And I just said my mother, okay, if I'm gonna take a 1 year break and you know IIT pe jana hai, NIT pe jana. So then she gave me a thought, like she gave me an analysis. See, like it's really good. You want to give it another try, but see, it will be 1 year you'll be wasting, and not wasting actually, but it will be you'll be 1 year lagging. Instead, you can go join another university, check I know about yourself, right? You have that confidence. You'll be talking really well. Then just go with another university. Just don't stop over here. Just go. She was like, go for it. Then I was like, chalo, let me go with SRM. Okay. And I was not bad. I was not sad at that point of time because I knew, मेरे को पहले से ही पता था मेरे JEE कैसा चल रहा था, क्योंकि क्लास टेस्ट में कैसा रहा हूँ, मेरा कैसा था परफॉर्मेंस, I knew it. So I knew कि I'm not doing it well. I'm not doing it better. So I was like, chalo, okay, let me go for SRM. So there at SRM, I got into the college, and believe it or not, you know, these 2 years of hard work, those 2 years, what I was saying, right? I was doing itna hard work कर रहा था, पर मेरे result नहीं आ रहा था. So I was doing this much hard work, and my result wasn't there. And all that hard work during those 2 years turned out to be fruitful during my BTech days. Okay, you believe me or not? So BTech days, they were really those 4 years. Like this year, I just passed through. These 4 years was really so it was just awesome for me because. For the exam, in terms of exam perspectives, okay. So in terms of exam perspectives, I have given 50% to 60% of the total hard work, which I have given during my intermediate days. Plus 1, plus 2 पे जितना 50%, उसका 50% आधे किया था, 50 से लेकर 60%. That's it, not more than that. I've given 50 to 60% hard work, and I've got like 9 plus GPA during my BTech days. And that's it for the top 10% of the whole SRM, of the whole department, EC department. And it was just like the 50-60%. And it just happened. You just like with prior, एक हफ्ते से पहले पूरा पढ़ लिया नीचे अच्छे से ऊपर से, you know, all that plus 1 पे, I used to read all the textbooks and do it on my own. Even though I attend the classes, I would be able to. I had this confidence कि भाई कर सकता हूँ. I can see some YouTube video. I can refer the books. I can do it on my own. And all the presentation techniques, कैसे लिखना था, 4 mark के लिए कैसे लिखना था, 12 mark के लिए कैसे लिखना था, सारे सब कुछ I just got it. Everything was in my hands, in
So
my
all
fingertips. I
the
was able to
previous
do.
hard work that paid off.
Exactly. So प्लस 1 प्लस 2 पे जो मैं सोच रहा था यार क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है this is not paying off. So it just needed some time, and hard work never goes in vain. Okay, they're like
Yeah,
to just go they cut down this taboo. Like people say like smart work is better than hard work at times, but
yeah.
smart work is something which you get through hard work. सो एक बार हार्ड वर्क किया, 2 बार हार्ड वर्क किया, फिर तेरे को पता चलेगा कि इसको ऐसे ही नहीं ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं करके. तो स्मार्ट वर्क के लिए
That
जो फाउंडेशन है वो तो हार्ड वर्क ही है. तो हार्ड वर्क से ही स्मार्ट वर्क बनता है. So just to cut down the
absolutely true.
taboo out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly. So to
Like
cut down the
keep
taboo, yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
for that
I was like,
sometimes for smart work people also use shortcuts and they don't understand. They're like they're making they're taking shortcuts which are not helpful for them. Like smart work is
exactly.
also requires hard work. Absolutely true, Kanan. Very nice.
Yes. So at that point of time, it just started paying off. I was seeing the results, and like wherein I was seeing my peers. Okay, I was seeing. I see like I come from SRM. Okay, so it was one single branch. You have 1,700 students. Okay, so
How much
1,700
students?
students,
Sorry?
1,700 students. Okay, one single branch.
1700.
Yeah, 1,700. One single branch. 1,500 is a must. Okay, so
Oh my
I've
god.
seen couple of my friends, thousands of them who've been struggling with this math and who've been struggling with this formulae, which I've done during my plus 1, plus 2. And I was wondering how come they're doing it now like this? Like I'm in a position like I knew their problem. Okay, so मेरे को पता था
Yes.
कि I just came out of that phase only. So I was really contented. I was helping many people. I was helping जितना कुछ भी friends मेरे था. I was taking
Hmm.
like चलो साथ में पढ़ लेते हैं, एक एक जाके एक एक टॉपिक ले लेके हर किसी को. It's like डिवाइड एंड शेयर पॉलिसी. मैं एक टॉपिक पढ़ लेता हूँ, तू ये टॉपिक पढ़ लियो, तू ये टॉपिक पढ़ लियो, सारे एक साथ लाइक वन सिंगल नाइट all the topics will be done and I'll explain to him. Each one teach one. Okay, I'll teach him, he'll teach me. I'll teach him, he'll teach me. So ऐसा
That's
था
nice.
सबको सारे टॉपिक. ऐसा कुछ फंडा भी बना लिया था और like BTech was really great. So at that time, so I was helping people because I knew their problem at that point of time. So I was helping them, and I had help. I don't say I'm like the topmost. I do had like face difficulties, and there's no shy in asking any friend, right? So I used to go to
Yeah.
other friends. I used to ask them. They used to help me out. They used to explain me out. I've gone to a couple of friends of mine, and
Yeah.
I've
You didn't
got
feel
like
like you are
nothing.
less if you ask for somebody help.
Nothing, because I've seen the bottommost, right? I've seen the bottommost.
Yes.
तो मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा मैं उधर ही हूँ या इधर ही हूँ. So I'm never forgetting my roots. So I've seen the
That's important.
bottommost during plus 1 plus 2. So there's no shy feeling, nothing ऐसा कि यार मैं इतना पढ़ता हूँ इससे क्या पूछूं. क्या है उससे, उसको उसको अच्छे से पढ़ता है, उसको अच्छे से पता है, तो जाके पूछने में क्या फर्क है, क्या 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 what's the difference. So not an issue, never an issue for me. So I've seen the bottommost, so that's never an issue for me. So
Yeah.
then my BTech days started, and like 4 साल 3 साल हो गया. अभी there's this second hump in my life. So the placement season. Okay. So
Okay, so
placement
you have
season पे.
completed your BTech and
Mhm.
now in the final year you are like placement. So like before you jump on the placement, I really want to ask in the to this entire BTech journey for you it was like really smooth. I see a lot of
Mhm.
we see with the incidents that it has not been like that smooth with everybody. So what kept you
Okay.
going through all those 4 years and what made you like so smooth? Like it just so
Yeah.
smooth that the 4 years just went away like that. What was your motivation? What was your hopes? And what was the
Yeah.
driving force of yours that you kept going for 4 years? And you
So
are not also
exactly.
the person who studied like the last minute of exam. You were ready
Mhm.
prior the exams. So
Yeah.
what was with that?
So yeah, so like my primary motivation, to be frank, I said initially, right, I'm from a middle class family, so I've taken an
Yes.
educational loan I've taken an educational loan. My parents have taken an educational loan, and I was having this burden कि यार educational loan pay करना है. Okay, I didn't want to be a burden to my parents, so I wanted to. That was my primary initial motivation. That was my burning desire. Okay, I need to get a good package. I need to get a good package, and for that I need to study well. So that was my initial
Yes.
fire, initial motivation. The second one obviously was the hope कि यार अच्छा करूंगा, I'll do better, I'll do better. And the third one was like yeah, apart from these two motivating factors, see like at any point of time there should be a mentor. Like we need a mentor. So during my school days I was having my teachers, like a couple of teachers. I was having a couple of teachers who were like always there for me if I had it, be it personal doubts or professional doubts,
Yes.
be it in the career wise or professional wise. There was a teacher of mine who was always there. He was Mr. Sitaramaya, and he was you can say na I'm his pet child. Okay, I'm still in contact with him after even seven long years. So I'm still in
Yeah.
contact with him because that's the difference. That's the impact they make. So I was being their personal doubt, okay, or be it as a educational doubt, he was always there for me. And during my intermediate, I couldn't find anyone down there, and anyone. Hello, I'm able to hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. So yeah, post that thing.
I think there's a network problem. Okay, now you're like visible and audible. Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, great. So post that during my intermediate, I had my mother who was always there pushing me, saying me I can do it. That confidence
Yeah.
booster. So during my BTech days also, I've had like a couple of teachers, being it from my college and Nakul Mehratra sir. He's one of such great leaders. He's a great leaders, and he was always there motivating me. That he was giving me that push. He was showing me that pave way. Okay, कैसे जाना है, क्या करना है. And any problem I have in my mind, I just say him. He's like the go-to person. He had seen
Yes.
many people. He had known kaise jana hai. He had seen a couple, like, see, I'm just a single student for him, but he has seen couple of students passing by, and he knows kaise hona hai, kya hone wala hai. And had my class in charges. If I had any technical, any subject related doubts or some professional related, आगे जाके क्या करना है, कैसे जाना है, तो क्या करना है, जीआरई करना है, तो जो कुछ भी करना है, I had people to sort it out. So apart from the motivating factors down there, I had these people who were equally there for me, to show me a path कि कैसे जाना है,
Yeah.
कैसे how to keep that balance in my mind. Okay, because they have already seen it through their experiences. I will be able to do it. I'll be able to know it. So that was the
Hmm.
situation. So 3 साल हो
So,
गया.
so
Big
you knew your family situation, what's in your family situation, how your family is supporting you taking through loan. You had this in
Yeah.
your mind, and also you had the right guidance for you. Like the
Yes.
person you choose as a mentor who will show you the right path. That's great. That's nice.
Exactly.
And also, I
So.
wanted to ask you about like, a lot of people have friends, bad companies
Mhm.
during BTech days. Have you had experience anything like this?
Yeah. So to my best, like, glad I've never experienced any bad company. So I've seen people, okay, initially who were with me, due to vices of like bad company, they have turned a different person. Okay. So by God's grace, I have never been into any bad company, or like I've never smoked or never, like, I didn't had any bad company in that sort. Okay. I had like friends who were like always supporting me. Okay. Instead, like, they would initially मस्ती ऐसी, like, jokes was apart that there were always people who to help me out. अगर कुछ doubt आया career wise या तो subject wise, there were people who were like always motivating me, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. There were people of both the trends, but it's like our choices, right? So whom we are gonna take it out.
Yeah,
So I've taken the good choices, and yeah, ever since my 10th class, I've never had any bad company until now. So yeah,
that's
so
nice. So you
that
choose the right people in your life, like the
exactly.
mentor who will guide you, show the path, the friends who will be push you, motivate you. If you are
Yeah,
having a doubt, they will solve you. That's nice. Give
yes,
you guys the right support system for your journey.
exactly. So by
Okay,
God's
then
grace, I
coming
was
back to
getting it
your
all. Mhm.
yeah. So now coming to your placement. Now you have completed your BTech. Now what
Mhm.
happened with the placement?
So, like, हर किसी बीटेक स्टूडेंट का, like, इतना कुछ भी कर लिया, जितना कुछ भी जीपीए पा लिया, इतना कुछ भी ग्रेड कंप्लीट कर दिया, लाइक द ओनली एंड गोल फॉर सम इन माइट बी एमएस करना है. मेरा एंड गोल था, आई नीडेड अ प्लेसमेंट आफ्टर बीटेक. ओके, इन ऑर्डर टू
Yeah,
कंप्लीट द financial matters, be it like I need to give the complete the educational loan, I had to get a placement. I need to get a good package placement मिलना था. So initially there were so many companies coming up, and I was like, chalo, I was giving each and every company. And ऐसा था, I was from EC background, and that was coding. I was doing it to the best of my extent, but time was again, it was not as going. So I was not being placed in the initial companies which I was like expecting it was super dream company, 10 LP se zyada, 13 LP se zyada. So it was like, okay, not happening, not happening. I was like so low. Again, it was the so lowest point in my life. I like what's happening? What's happening with this thing? So I just taken the same panda because those are the steps which I've already climbed. So I was like, yeah, chalo, like let me go. I was just having this single hope, अरे कुछ होगा, because I was again having this hope. I'll be something. It just takes some more time, okay? Because intermediate
Hmm.
का 2 years का time, it took that time, and that results was shown during the BTech का 3 4 years, 3 4 years, okay?
Yeah.
And again the placements time, it was like again the phase, that single phase over there. So I was like, chalo, let me wait patiently. I was giving it every single try. So I didn't leave any single company, be it a marketing company, be it a normal company. I
Hmm.
didn't even leave any single company. I was applying for each and every single company which is coming for placements during our time. And not to my bad, like at that time, a couple of friends of mine, okay, they got placed. And to be frank, okay, being frank, I was envious. Okay, I was a bit jealous कि यार अभी हम हमारे साथ ही था अब तक अभी like he got placed
Yeah.
because previous day we were discussing कि मचा will be getting placed or not, how is it gonna be, and the
Yeah.
next day itself he got placed and I was like okay he got placed, okay now हमारा ग्रुप में नहीं है, ये अलग ग्रुप है, हमारा ग्रुप अलग है, इसका ग्रुप अलग है, okay. So I was a bit envious
It's
at that point of time. Okay, yaar, he got it. So I
yeah.
didn't allow it to eat my mind. Okay. So he was so down to earth and so heartful that he said me the whole procedure. कि उसका interview कैसा गया था, सब कुछ कैसा गया था. In spite of that, I'm being envious. That doesn't make any sense because he was selfless and he was explaining everything. And me
Yeah.
being envious didn't seem right to me because out of his interview experience, I was getting something. Okay, अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा
Hmm.
तो कैसे आंसर देना है, ऐसा पूछे तो
Yeah.
कैसे देना है. I was getting the ज्ञान, so I didn't want to leave it out. So I
So
was
though
like,
you
chalo,
felt envious, you didn't
I
hold
didn't
that feeling to yourself.
want
Like,
much time. Yes, yes.
yeah, that's great.
I
That's
didn't
it.
want it to. Yeah, I didn't want it. So if I said like I didn't get envious, I didn't get jealous, that would be false. Okay, I got jealous. Okay, being frank, I got jealous, and I didn't want it to eat my brain. It was like एक thought आया था, ऐसे थोड़ा दिमाग ऐसा ऐसा शेक हुआ था, थोड़ी देर के लिए रुका था, फिर उससे उसको हटा दिया था, ऐसा था मेरे से.
So you
So I was
manage
like
your
चलो,
thoughts and feeling at the time. It's okay to feel like
yeah,
that, but it's not like hold this feeling
yeah.
continue for a long. That's nice.
Exactly. It shouldn't be holded. Like it'll eat you up basically. It'll not keep you, you'll not have any mental peace at that point of time. So I was
You
like,
also know the
Chalo.
consequences of holding it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It'll be really worse. Yeah. So
This
thought
is very
management,
important.
at that point, thought management at that point of time is really important. So I was like, "Chalo, let me go," and I just went through that phase, and I like ऐसा था कुछ companies के लिए I was able to do the initial technical round 1, technical round
Hmm.
2 पे मेरा चला जाता था. कुछ companies ऐसा था technical round पे 1 पे गया था, technical round 2 पे गया था, फिर जाके GD पे निकल गया था. GD पे चला सेलेक्ट हुआ था, इंटरव्यू पे निकल गया था. So I was
Okay.
like I was saying, right, I was applying for each and every single company which I had. So I was like,
Hmm.
chalo, let me go for it, let me go for it, let me go for it. So I was going for every single company and I got, एक कंपनी में ऐसा पता चला, अच्छा जीडी में ऐसा बोलना है, अगर ऐसे भी लोग
Hmm.
रहते हैं, तो वो उससे
Yeah.
पता चला था. तो फिर टेक्निकल्स में पता चला कि अच्छा ऐसे टाइप का क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं. So I was like, okay, मतलब even though I didn't complete the exam, I didn't qualify the exam, I was getting the gist, I was getting the crisp of it कि ऐसा भी होता है, ऐसा हो सकता है. I was getting it was a ज्ञान for me. Okay, how if it comes like this, how to do it. So I was going for
Yeah.
it. I was doing all the thing, and those were my stepping stones. Okay, इस पे टेक्निकल राउंड पे 1 पे गया था, इस पे टेक्निकल 2 पे गया था, इस पे जीडी तक गया था, तो फिर गया था,
Hmm.
मतलब फिर इंटरव्यू चला गया था. फिर आफ्टर सम टाइम, it was around like after the placement season started, after 60 long days, after 2 whole months of rigorous practice. Okay, there were 60 cross 2, 120 companies were coming by that time. I didn't get placed in any one single of them, and I have
Not
attempted like 100 plus of them. 100 plus of them I've attempted, but I didn't get placed in any single company. But I was like,
so
not.
at that time when you approached for the company and they did select you, how did you felt? Like
So it
what
was,
was the
yeah.
feelings?
So initially I felt really bad because there was this company. I made it so hard, like GDP criteria only like last interview. The last interview just
Yeah.
went, oof, it just went. I felt so bad. I was like not able to control my thoughts. I was like, and then I
Hmm.
just, we humans, when we get this people, we need to say it to somebody else. Like,
Yeah,
be it,
sharing.
say, be it, yeah, sharing. Because if we keep it in our mind, it'll just occupy and like, either you can share it with your mother, your friends, or hopefully your mentor. Okay, he is the one who will actually guide you कि कैसे जाना है आगे जाके. So I was
Yes,
like,
yes.
at that point of time, I had my friends, I was with a gang, right? So they were
Hmm.
there. I just said them, and they were there with me, patting my back and said, "Macha, don't worry, you will do great. You'll get some other good company." Whether they said it just like that or however it, I was feeling good, ऐसा था कि okay, चलो होगा करके. So there
Yeah.
were people, there were people who, when I shared them, they just said like, "होगा अच्छा होगा" करके. So then
So
I felt
sharing
really
did
bad.
help you to push yourself.
Yeah, sharing did help me. At times, I had shared these experiences with my mother. At times, I shared them with my friends, and at times I shared with my mentor to get कि कैसे जाना है. Yeah, sir, ये मेरा path है. नाकुल sir. So ऐसा चल
Yes,
रहा हूँ.
yes.
ऐसा हो रहा है. कैसा करना है? क्या कुछ भी करना है. तो college
Hmm.
days में. So that some mentor, be it your mother, be it your friends, who is like knowledgeable at that point
Yes.
of time, is
Right,
really
right.
required. So then after 60 whole days, then the next month started wherein like I've got results from all the mass companies, dream companies. ऐसा कुछ कर रहा था. I was giving, I was सब कुछ कर दिया. At the end of third month, I was having four offers, five different offers in my hand, and it was me who was amongst to choose which one is best amongst the package, which one is. So after that long journey, I had this choice of choosing the company instead of company choosing me. So it was just time and consistency and perseverance. See, I didn't give up. I didn't give up in the initially. अगर एक company नहीं मिला, I didn't stop. I didn't stop practicing aptitude or didn't doing DS and Algo. I didn't stop doing them. After one
Yeah.
company went, I was taking it experience. I was doing the DS Algo. I was doing practice and aptitude every single day. जितना कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ एक टॉपिक हुआ दूसरा टॉपिक दूसरे दिन दूसरा टॉपिक हुआ आई वाज डूइंग ओवर अगेन एंड
So
दैट
you
पेड मी
didn't give
ऑफ इन
up
द
at
थर्ड
all.
no, I didn't give it up because until unless I was satisfied, I was not giving it up. I was giving every single day. I was giving MCQs जितना कुछ भी करना था. I was doing it every day, and finally those that all paid up me in the third week, in the third month. Sorry, in the third month I had like five different offers, and it was me who was choosing amongst them, and I took the offer which I wanted with a good package, and like was happy for that at that point of time. So that paid off at that point of time. Finally, their second most. I was saying right. So hard work never stops. It stops paying, and that was my second hump I was having. So that was my BTech
That's
journey,
great.
college and school, college, and BTech journey. All to
Wow,
that comes to
that's
it. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing. Like, I
yes.
love the way that you were consistent throughout the journey. You didn't give up at all. Like, I did
Mhm.
lots of people, like, they feel like it's not happening, let's give it up. But you were consistent. Your
Yeah. Exactly.
consistency, what made you consistent is that you wanted to achieve the
So
thought in
yeah.
which you,
So yeah. See, like in that matter, see, uh, amongst all the process, the one single quality which is always there with us, but this is consistency, the
yeah,
perseverance or consistency, whatever you take it. So that no give up, no giving up attitude and jitna kuch bhi hua, point not 1% for one single day. Consistency is the
hmm,
key. Consistency is the only key which will actually, you can't see the results after 1 week. It's not like a movie which is like रात को देखा सुबह तक चला हो गया करके. It's not a series
yeah,
binge watch. रात को start किया 10 बजे फिर सुबह 5 बजे तक देख रहा हो गया करके. So it's like
yeah.
one single step each every day over the month. You'll not see the results after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
True,
4 weeks
true,
also.
true.
Why not after 2 months also? You will see the results after 3 months, 4 months. It will take some more time. So consistency is one single goal and one single, that's the
Consistency
important
and
thing in this.
patience as well. Like, you should have
Consistency and
patience
patience. Yeah,
and
absolutely. See,
hopes.
yeah, hope is the driving force, and consistency is the key for it. So hope
Oh,
ki I can
that's
do
nice.
it better. I can do it better, and consistency in practicing and that perseverance and patience that will make you reach the end goal is what like the single funda. So that should be there like for everyone. Like and just hope shouldn't go anytime. Okay. So if it is
So
a
your
good,
end goal was to be complete B Tech.
So yeah, at that point of time, my goal was completing BTech, and now I have different goals. Goals change over the time.
Yeah.
So now
Goals
it's
keeps
like
on changing.
they keep on changing, and you should be having a goal at every point of time, because see, like, after, to be frank, after this after the college time, I was having this lockdown. There was this lockdown. I was having 3 different months, so I just scheduled my days. I scheduled my days, kya karna hai, and then because there's this saying, right? An empty mind is a devil's workshop. If I was
Yes,
thinking
yes.
nothing, it was like, मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता कि चलो टीवी देखते हैं, चलो कुछ भी कर लेते हैं, चलो चिल मस्ती मारते हैं, मतलब like I was not getting, I just wanted that dopamine rush. Okay, I can get it either
Yes.
by planning my scheduling my day, or either I can just binge watch some series over Netflix and Amazon and get that over there also. So instead of doing that, which is dysfunctional, I just went to this functional mode of just scheduling my day. कब का क्या करना है. I completed everything. I put exercise in it. I put reading in it. I put like whatnot. I put meeting my friends in it. I put meeting talking with my parents. I put like doing some online courses over it. So all different spheres pay, I just scheduled it over. I just planned it accordingly, and it made it accordingly, and then that actually helped me out. And I didn't miss it out any single day. Just once a month, just as a cheat day, or like just to chill or relax. But every remaining
Yeah.
days, I was doing it with that consistency, and that helped me out. Initially I just felt it very difficult to wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. But as it time grew up, like after 30 days or something, it was automated. I was doing it automatically. And on the course of time, actually, I've gone through this importance of mentor, and I've gone through the Future Sites initial workshop, which was there. I
Yeah.
was having this anger management thought. I was like,
Yeah.
initially after coming 4 years from college, I was really nervous with my father, because I was not listening to him. He was not listening to my words, and it was like so much of, I was getting so much anger over him, and I was like, kya bolna hai? I didn't understand. Then this thought over, which was told in the workshop, and
Yeah.
adding some comedy instance or something which was there, immediately just got me a smile on my face. So had I not gone through that fixed workshop, had I not got that jnana or that instance, so I would be
So
a
you
different
attended a
person.
mental health care workshop.
Exactly. So, that you see, people see it as a taboo or something, mental health care or something, like, see, like, people are like, everyone is retarded in that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
who's the person? We are human beings. Okay. So we drive with emotions. So we people have emotions, and every person in that case will need some mentor in their life. So, to go forward or do that actually. So
Yes, right.
I looked at it, and that was a whistleblower for me, and it was much needed for every person, not only me, for every
True,
person.
true, true.
Yeah.
So what's the importance
Rupali,
of
I
mental
just
health
guessed
in
like
your life?
it's 59 minutes 26 seconds. 59
Oh,
minutes 30
oh.
seconds. It's already. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll just